Hi everyone, this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we are going to be working on our budget for our February 1st paycheck. This is going to cover the period between February 1st and February 15th. If you saw my last video, you saw that I have to start budgeting now for the lawyer. That's one of the changes we're going to see, and there's another change as well, so let's go ahead and just get right into it. We are in February, which is crazy. I'm having my ex write me one check at the beginning of the month to cover all of his bills for the month, all the house bills. One of the things that's going to look different now is I'm going to be including his check he gives me for the beginning of the month, and instead of me just showing what my part of the bills were, I'm going to be having our full amount. It's going to be easier for me to manage what's happening in my account. Because what I did last month is I kind of forgot that part of the money of that rollover was actually money he had given me to pay his half of the bills. So I counted it as my money, but it was a mistake that I don't want to make again. So I want to make sure I'm being as accurate as I can. So that's one of the big changes we're going to see with the budget now is this extra check, bigger amounts, and bigger bills. Let's go ahead and get started. Today is actually the 29th. I haven't gotten my check yet, but I did get my pay stub, so I'm able to see what my check is going to be. My paycheck for February 1st was $1,923.25. I mean, it's way better than I thought it was going to be. It's still kind of meh for me. I mean, as an OT, I should be making way more than that, but that's besides the point. The total is $3,234.73. I take out estimated taxes. Definitely going to take out at least $300. Part of me wants to take out $500, but I think I'll do like a happy medium and just say I'm going to take out $400 for estimated taxes. That leaves us with, I don't do this as savings, $2,834.73. And I don't use this either. All right, so for 2/1, we have $2,834.73, plus I have $176.15 as rollover. So the total amount we are working with today is $3,010.88. And now, of course, we're going to pay all the bills and we're going to lose most of that money, but that's okay. So then we're going to do February 1st again, and these are the bills. So the first bill I have is our rent. So the total rent is $1,350.93. My half is about $677. So after I pay rent, I'll have $1,654.95. Our electric bill was really high, like double what it was the month before. That's a huge bill we're paying this month. And that brings me down to $1,457.06. Also, along with the heating bill being extra big this month for some reason. I'm sorry, that was the electric. And then we have gas. $1,343.06 after we minus our gas bill. Or gas heating. And then the last bill we have to pay this month for the house is our water sewer, which the total is $72.14. So that brings me down to $1,270.92. I do not pay the phone with this paycheck, and I do not pay the internet with this paycheck, so we don't have to worry about that. The health insurance for both of us, it's $422.10, and my half was $211, so that brings me down to $848.82. I think what I'll do right away is I'll minus this on the next page so I don't throw myself off. So this should be right. I'm going to double check the numbers just in case, because I am second guessing myself, but I'll fast forward through this part. Okay, I'm back. So I double checked and that number's right. So I have, after I pay the chunk of our bills, I should still have $848.82 in the bank, which does make sense. We are bringing over $848.82. So now I have some other small bills that I have to pay. So we have our furniture bill, it's $813.82, and then I have some like easy pay things that are again almost done, but they're still here. And we have $780. So this brings me to the new line on my budget that I'm going to have every budget is the lawyer. So I had said in my last video, I'll link the video below if you didn't see it. But essentially, I'm going to take out money from every paycheck and just throw it in my savings account that I have, because I want to make sure that when I get my lawyer bill, I have money sitting there, and I want it like out of my account. But before we do, I want to make sure I minus this other bills that my ex paid me for, so I don't, again, do what I did last month and include it thinking it's my money. So I have $78.22. I'm going to minus out his part of the phone bill, which his part of the phone bill is cheaper than mine. I think his was like $46. And then minus his part of the internet. So once I take out those extra bills, I think I need to redo this. I'm just gonna do this for now because I don't have whiteout, but I'm going to put minus X phone and internet, which was 24 plus 46. So that's going to be minus 70. So 780.22 minus 70. So I should be left with $710.22 of my own money after I pay all of these bills on the 1st. Which actually isn't bad. It's a lot more than I thought it was, especially considering I took out a chunk for taxes and my half of health insurance. Oh yeah, what did I do wrong? So now I'm down to $618. So I totally screwed up my budget. There's whiteout everywhere. Everything's a mess, but that's fine. We're gonna start over and see if our numbers match up this time. Although I just can't understand what I'm doing wrong. What it is. Oh, wow, okay. OKT 184 plus with your error message. Okay, well, let's try this again and hopefully it'll look better because I'm pretty sure that's what I had last time. So this is like a cluster. Okay, and then I took out, oh please. Okay, I'm seeing a 1 and a 1 and a 2. Let's see, please. Oh, are you kidding me? What the actual is going on? What am I doing wrong? I cannot believe that I'm about to do this for a 3rd time, and this is just making me so mad because part of getting a divorce is that I shouldn't be doing this anymore, but I am here doing it. I am coming out with less than what I have here, and this is the 2nd time it happened, and it's kind of annoying. You see, this like is not adding up. OMG, what did I do wrong? I guess I'll just try to do both of ours again. I actually cannot believe this is the 3rd time I'm trying my budget, and I can't believe that switching, this little switch is making this much of a difference, or I'm just so tired at this point of the day and the week that my brain is literally not functioning, and I maybe need to just scratch this. I just am sitting here like, why are these numbers not matching up? Keep getting the same numbers. When I do the total, I get the same numbers, and then when I do myself separate, I get the same numbers, and yet the ending numbers are not matching, and they're off by over 100, and I cannot figure out why. I feel like either I'm doing something really obviously wrong, and when I edit this video, I'm probably going to be like, wow, Eileen, how did you not notice that? You know, I thought this would be easier for me, but now that I'm doing this again, I'm wondering if this is actually going to be harder. That's right, I think, because let me stop, because part of this was the medical bill, and that might be, well, again, let's look at the difference, because what should be left over should be the money for the credit card bill, and that might be what's messing me up. And I just forgot it 4 times. And so it took me 5 times of doing this to remember that there was extra money that I haven't included that is actually for a credit card bill. My only thing I can think right now is this is exactly why when you break up with someone, you guys need to go to your own spaces and do your own thing, because nobody should have to sit here and do this crap. This is like, no, this isn't. I'm not feeling this. Do 30-45 of a difference, which is actually on par. So I think I'm just confusing myself. I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to take care of myself. This is too much. This is like still doing the wife thing, even though I'm not a wife, and I'm like really not okay with. I'm really like, let's just say slightly annoyed that I'm sitting here doing this right now. This is a messy budget video, and part of me wants to scratch it, but I'm actually not going to, because I guess this is again kind of the reality of like what the heck is going on and how divorce like really just affects so much. Plus, your girl's annoyed right now because I don't want to be doing this at all. I just want to take care of myself and just be left alone. Like, as far as like having to deal with like the wife stuff, I'm kind of over being a wife to this person, and I want to be done. If I add back the phone, since it's not coming out this paycheck, I should have $549.77. Okay, whew, that was painful. I should have $549.77, which means this should be the difference. $163.94. Woo! Okay, that feels so much better. Okay, so that is what's happening with the budget. I'm even gonna be like, okay, this is just whatever's happening here. So after we pay all the bills, I should end up with $713.71, but I have to minus out the credit card bill, which is $163.94. $549.77. Wow. I'm really proud of myself. Okay. One, I'm really happy I figured that out. Two, my brain like literally hurts. So when all is said and done, all the money comes out, I should be left with $549.77. Okay. Now comes the thing where I talked about, now I have to start, and I took off like, I need half of this for my next, I need this for my next pay period, and my writing is too big. Okay. I have to figure out how much I'm going to set aside for the lawyer. And honestly, it's not going to be much. I know I said, because I really don't want to go down to like nothing in my account either. That doesn't make me feel good. Let's just say I take out $150 for the lawyer. It's going to give me like a dumb change. Let's just say $150.77, because I want to get rid of that change, because if you saw that one video where I had change, the change kept messing me up. Okay, so $554.77. We're going to leave $150.77 for the lawyer, which should bring me down to $399. If I take out 75, I really hate that that's like a 9 and not a 400. Would it be stupid? Okay, hold on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not doing this 150 because that's throwing me off. So 549. So I'm going to do 149.77 for the lawyer, which is, again, it's just going to, I'm just going to throw that in my savings account and let it sit for when the bill comes, which is, should be, you know, that thing is coming. So what am I going to do? 149.77. I really hate that I have another monthly bill. Okay, so that leaves me with 400. I'm going to say, I'm going to minus 20 for gas, which brings me to 380. I think I want to keep most of that in the bank, just again in case I may. Oh, and then I should remember that I will have this 163 in the bank and be there, so I should still have 543.94 in the bank. So I'll just look at this as a buffer to make me feel better, because I'm just grabbing at straws here. That whatever makes me feel better, I'm like latching on to. That'll make me feel better to know that I have 380, but technically like that money's there for that credit card. Okay, so let's go back to this. I want to take out 75 for food. So I'm just going to see what would that look like. So that would bring me down to 305. Why don't I say that I'm going to leave $220 in the bank? which gives me a total of 160. That leaves me with 220 of my own money in the bank. Plus again, I technically still have that money in the bank. So my account will still have $323.94, and there's nothing coming out. Well, I say that now. All should be well, that nothing else comes out. So I'll have that in the bank for, it's just for 2 weeks. So I have to get over it. It's a little bit, okay. We have got to move on. This is a mess. I'm a mess. This is a mess. I think we figured it out. Now what we need to do is get my stuff going. I'm going to write all my envelopes out, and then I'm going to fast forward through this part. I am back. Now we're going to divvy up this money, but I can tell you right now that it's not going to look good. I long for the day where I end up with like, I have $800 or $1,000 left over and we can like beef some of these up. But once again, we're going to have to prioritize the most important. And once again, a lot of these are not going to get stuffed. For sure, I can live off $75 is fine. So we have for groceries, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I have 160. Oh, you know what I just remembered? I still have that $10 gift card to Trader Joe's and I didn't use it. So maybe I'll just take out 65 for groceries and the gift card. And that will give me the 75, and I'll just go to Trader Joe's. So that leaves me with $95. I was trying to think if I need anything for my household. So I guess household's gonna get 0, no for OT. Car really is just gas and we already accounted for that, so no. Once again, beauty gets nothing. So I'll probably do what I've done the past 2 things is I'll just throw some extra money in my miscellaneous or my whoops. So I'll just say, I guess we're not having no fun for the next 2 weeks. We'll just have to do outside stuff. And then whoops is gonna get, I'm going to be generous and give whoops 15 this time, which leaves me with 80. If you saw my last video, you know that I allocated my debt, my emergency fund. These were like last resorts, my savings, my secret stash, and my whoops. Those are envelopes that I've allocated for pulling from in case I run out of money for the lawyer. It should be 6 though. Oh, it was rollover, but rollover never has money because I never have rollover in my wallet. However, I'm gonna star them because those are going to be the top priority for stuffing, is going to be stuffing those in case, again, when the lawyer bill comes. My priority stuffing is going to be the envelopes that I know I'm going to pull from. Okay, so we're down to 80. If I took 10, that'd be, well, these are like worst case scenario. So let's say I took 70, 60, 50, and then like 40. This just doesn't look good. There's like no way to make this look good. there really isn't. Okay, 80. I'm gonna take out 7 for debt. That leaves me with 73. Rent and utilities. I mean, I'm kind of doing okay with rent and utilities. I don't not have money to pay my rent and utilities. I think I'm just going to put 2 in this time. Oh, okay, 71. Medical, I'll just put 2 this time. My emergency fund, I'll put 8, I guess. My savings, I'll put 8. I'm not going to put anything for student loans. And I guess, yeah, nothing for retire, nothing for investing. And I want to buy a home. I'm going to just put $1 in home just because, you know, we got to look for the future a little here. Okay, we're down to $52. Once again, beauty's getting nothing, clothing's getting nothing, shopping's getting nothing. I'll give Riley 3. And I'll just give Sadie 1. I was gonna buy them, I wanted to buy both of them something for Valentine's Day, but they both have money in there, so they're fine. Tarot's getting nothing. YouTube's getting nothing. Giving is getting nothing. That's kind of a bummer. I guess I can give $1 to giving. Okay, now we're down to 47. Gifts is getting nothing. Christmas is getting nothing. I think I'm going to throw 3 in my car just in case. Okay, OT. I'll just take out 2. Oh, really? Another error. Okay. So we have 44 minus 2. That brings me down to 42. Nothing for house wants. I've said this before, but I always want to give travel something, and today it's just getting another $1. Family, that's really from my mom for the retainer. I guess she's just getting 2 again. It's okay. Okay, so these again, we're back to the lawyer ones that I want to give a little more to. I'm gonna do 5 for secret stash. And I'm ending up with this weird odd number. I'll just do 5 and whoops. So now that gives us 29 for challenges. We really need to spend 29 on challenges this pay period, or if I'd be better off throwing a little more in one of the envelopes that I am using for the lawyer. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking I want to change the emergency fund and the savings from 8 to 10. So we're still going to have 25 for challenges. Now what we need to do is figure out the denominations, and we can end this video. I'm going to make this real quick and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Now we need to go and do the denominations. So when all is said and done, I should end up with $160. But judging by the way everything is going today, we'll see. Okay, groceries is 65. I think I'll just give myself a 50, a 10, and a 5. Whoops is 15, so I'll give myself a 10 and a 5. Debt is 7, so I have a 5, 6, 7. Rent is 2, 1, 2. Medical is 2. Emergency fund is a 10. Savings is a 10. Home gets 1. Riley's getting 3. 1, 2, 3. Sadie's getting 1. Giving is getting 1. I want to put something towards giving. I know it's not a lot, but you know, whatever. But it's better. It's like, at least it's something. Car is getting 3. OT is getting 2. Travel's getting 1. Family's getting 2. Secret stash is getting 5. Whoops is getting 5. Challenge. Oh. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but I knocked my notebook and my little thing with the pens, I just knocked it off the desk, which is honestly the perfect ending to this day. Because I woke up this morning and my alarm went off and I reached over to grab my phone and I hit my water bottle, which fell over on my nightstand and knocked this little like jar thing I had with some stuff I have on my nightstand, and that knocked off the nightstand, crashed and broke everywhere. So I started my day knocking something off and crashing and breaking, and I have just ended my day knocking something off, crashing it. And it didn't break because it's not glass, but I feel like it's safe to say that we have now come full circle with this day, which means your girl is done with this day. And that is just the sign that I am all done here. Challenges. I'm going to give myself 2. I don't want to do all ones again because then it's like too many ones. I think I'll do 3 5s, so that's 15. I should be able to do this math. Wait, no, we can do this math. That's like 10. I'm just gonna double check, but this shouldn't be so hard. Okay, so 3 5s and then 10 1s. Now let's figure out what we need. Okay, we need 150, no 20s, 4 10s, 8 5s, and then 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 31. So let's add that up and make sure the numbers match. So we have 31s. 8 times 5 is 40, plus another 40, plus a 50, and that is, what did I just do? 31s plus 40, which is 70, plus another 40, which is 110, plus 50 equals 160. Okay, oh wait, and now something else just dropped. So now we have 160. This is the denominations. Let me get out my little, again, another thing I need to make is like a little book, but we'll just keep using these. So now we know what we need to do. My next step, as always, is I've made my budget. And then now my next step is when I get paid, when my paycheck actually comes, I'm going to go to the bank, get out my denominations, and then we will come back and do this second part. So ones we need 30, fives we need 8, tens we need 4, and 50s we need 1. And just because I'm just double checking and triple checking, so 8 times 5 is 40, plus 40, plus 50. Yep, so we end up with our 160 total. Okay guys, this is like this is not an ideal situation at all. And I really am longing for the day where my life has like moved on from this and this is no longer what I'm dealing with. That is it for the video, guys. I hope that this was helpful. I hope it wasn't too confusing. Always, I appreciate your support. And our next video, we will stuff this money. And then thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.